Hey everybody, Jason Barlow with Sell for 1%. I'm here with the whole crew, Dave Barlow, Jamie Barlow, and Big Michael Hopper. Michael Hopper, take it away, sir.
I have a neighborhood of the week this week, and it is Canal Winchester.
Hey.
Canal was founded in 1828 by Reuben Dove and John Coleman. When construction of the Ohio Erie Canal came through Dove's wheat field, he wanted to sue the state. The canal workmen instead convinced him that he would be better off laying out a town because the area was midway between Columbus and Lancaster. So on November 4th of 1828, Dove and Coleman recorded the first plat for Winchester, Ohio, in Violet Township in Fairfield County, and Dove named the village after his father's hometown of Winchester, Virginia. Winchester flourished because of its agriculture and transportation. Most notably, the Ohio and Erie Canal brought passengers, freight, and means to transport grain to the market. The first canal boat floated through Winchester in 1831. The village was named Canal Winchester when the post office was established in 1841 because there were 5 other locations in the state named Winchester. So
a popular name.
To know which one it was, yeah.
Named after the firearm.
A local legend explains how Canal Winchester received its post office. So on Halloween, on October 31st of 1841, 2 teenage boys, as a prank, hooked 2 horses up to the foundation of the post office of the town of Waterloo and pulled it across the street to Winchester. And with this, the town of Waterloo was no more, and Winchester was a legitimate village, and the village was annexed to Madison Township, Franklin County in 1851, which I find really funny. Now, it's a legend. I don't know how true it is. I haven't dug any deeper into that, but I thought it was hysterical to know that 2 teenage boys hooked up a horse to a building and pulled it across the street to make...
Back in my day.
That's right. Yeah, these are the
I'm
pranks.
looking it up now.
Well, yeah, also have
Winchester means Roman fort is where that word comes from, Winchester. It's interesting there were so many of them.
Yeah, Winchester, England. But it would seem like to
New
me
Hampshire.
that back in 1841, you really didn't have a whole lot to do other than to hook your horses up to the local post office and play a
Drag
prank.
it across.
Yeah. So that makes sense to me.
There are there's some notable landmarks in Canal Winchester. The historic downtown Canal Winchester, and then Mid-Ohio Doll and Toy Museum, which I didn't know was an actual thing. The National Barbers Museum and the National Barber Hall of Fame are both down there too. There's a couple wineries, Slate Run Vineyard, and then the U.S. headquarters of the Scottish brewing company Brewdog is down there.
Yeah.
They have the Brewdog Beer Hotel.
Yeah.
There's lots of antique shops. Let's see. The Brewdog was a big one for me. I've actually eaten at that place. They have great food. Didn't try any of the beers, although that's probably
You get
what
around.
most people do when they go there. I didn't know it was a Scottish brewing company, so that's new information to me.
Well, and the canal, just real quickly, is maybe a quarter mile from Brewdog as you're headed back south east.
Okay. Yep.
Away from 33. You at the next red light is where the canal ran. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Thinking in my head, Canal Winchester's just been a city in Columbus that I've driven to, been to many times, sold a bunch of houses down there, never really connected the two, that it was an actual canal. It was a transport for freight and stuff back in the day. And putting it between Lancaster and Columbus, I could see why that would be a hot spot. Yep. Canal Winchester schools, their high school mascot is the Indians. And their colors are maroon and white.
I'm being triggered.
Exactly right. That's why I laughed when I said that. There are, on the real estate side, there are some affordable new build communities that are going up in Canal. Most notably, I think there's 2 Fisher Homes communities, and the one that's probably closer in price range is Miranda. There are quite a few locations down there. If you are interested, we have some good sources for you guys to get information on that. Food, which we've just discussed, is Brewdog. That's definitely a hot spot for you to go take a look at when you're down there. The shade on the canal, Apparently they have fantastic wings. And then Harvest Moon Craft Kitchen. Again, Columbus is a huge craft beer scene, and Canal has two of the larger ones located down there. So if you are interested in that type of stuff, Canal's a great spot for you to go. Right along 33 right there, it's a great spot to live. It puts you in between Pickerington and Groveport. You have quick access to a lot of metro parks. Walnut Woods over by the Groveport area, and then the Pickerington Ponds Metro Park are all very close to you in that particular part of town. I like going down to Canal. It's actually where my wife and I went for Kay Hovanian, which is a custom home builder, has their offices down there and their demo houses. So we've spent some time in that area, and I drive through Canal every time I go to Lancaster. So it's a good place to live. And if anybody has any questions about the area, pricing, or you're interested in a new build, we specialize in that stuff. I know myself, Jamie, and Jason have done a lot of work with Fisher Homes, Miranda, MI, all the ones you could possibly think of. We can help navigate that process for you as well. So if anybody's interested, please give us a call here at Sell for 1%. But that's it for today, gentlemen. That's Canal Winchester.
And I was going to say, I've sold multiple condos over in Canal Winchester as well.
Yep.
We're throwing up condo communities everywhere now. So it is also a good option for condos.
Yep, I'm headed there later this afternoon to go show one on Bowman. So they are affordable. I think this one's listed for like 170, 2-bed, 2-bath. So there are some deals in Canal Winchester for sure.
Awesome. A lot of good information. Thank you.
You got it.